Welcome to the 2023 State Voices National Convening, Our Voices, Our Power. Marsha P. Johnson, a credible organizer and hero, once said, "History isn't something you look back at and say it was inevitable. It happens because people make decisions that are sometimes very impulsive at the moment, but those moments are cumulative reality. There's no pride for some of us without liberation for all of us." And so if we want liberation to be our reality, we can't treat oppression as inevitable. We must stand against it at every turn. And we also can't treat freedom as inevitable. So we must strive for it every day. And there are state tables and so many of y'all in this room who serve as credible examples of how to practice our commitment to liberation for all of us.
So I want you to know this, when you're going back to your communities, when you're thinking about your plans, when you're thinking about your engagement, know that this is our future and there ain't nothing that they can do about it. When I think about our liberation, we all know that it's intertwined, but I also want to call out that the successes of the LGBTQ+ movement, they would not have happened without the civil rights movement that preceded it. They would not have happened without the feminist movement that was happening concurrently, right? And so we got to be thinking about how do we create tailwinds for our movements that actually lift more folks up along the way. There's an incredible opportunity to do that. The same horrific things that they're saying about the trans people today, they were saying about people living with HIV and AIDS 30 years ago. The same horrific things they're saying about the trans people today, they said it about women, they've said it about Black folks, about non-binary folks, they've said it about immigrants and Jewish people and Muslims and everyone. There's not one of us they haven't said it about, and look where we still are today, y'all.
There's like a tiny little colonizer inside of all of us. If we've spent enough time in the society, it's better to be aware of it than to assume that that isn't the case. We, even in like the progressive movement, have not fully wrestled with the way race, class, and gender continue to keep us stuck. And the first thing we have to do is notice it. And the first thing we have to do is come to terms with it. With the harsh reality of, if you grow up in the context of this country, that little colonizer is there. And the worst thing you could do is not notice it, because then that little colonizer could run amok. We need to snatch leadership in 2023 so that the center of gravity of leadership is that grounded, emotionally mature leadership in 2024. Because there's gonna be a shit ton of things that are gonna trigger us, that are gonna cause a fear response, that are gonna make us question ourselves, that are gonna activate our egos. And if we on leadership are just triggered and moving around and activated, then God help us all. And I have a hunch that one of the things that I think people here are uniquely positioned to do is that the way that we preserve democracy and build a movement that could challenge the excitement and the animation on the other side is by putting at the center as protagonists our people.
As we leave this space, let's remember that the reason why we're doing this work is to make sure that we have a movement that is suitable for future generations. We need a ruthless discipline to doing the organizing that we know is most effective to win the things that we know we have to do to change people's lives. And so as we leave this space, I just want to say we have left our stamp on Vegas. Our collective energy is powerful. We even have a proclamation in Vegas. And I feel like we're leaving feeling really good. We're leaving feeling positivity, we're leaving feeling love, and we're leaving feeling joyful.